would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jimmy Quiet Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the Maguire Cup.
Winning the Maguire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied Maguire Cup?
U.S. youth soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
Played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition. We're going to nationals!
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best, I think at the time was of 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in, my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and making these lifelong bonds.
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
My name is Tony McManus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been like really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, just try to give them a future, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
Just about set for action here. Our fourth game of the day here from field number 1 at the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex. I am John Schreiner along with you for the action tonight. We have an exciting matchup in the boys under 19 division as the LMSC Rats take on McLean Hotspur. In this group, all 4 teams come into today with a win and a loss, all sitting on 3 points, all in the situation of win and go through. So the winner of this match, if there is indeed a winner, should be on to the semifinals in the boys under 19 division. LMSC Rats got a 1-0 win over FC Dallas, lost a 1-0 decision to Ohio Premier. McLean Hotspur did it in reverse. They beat Ohio Premier and lost 2-0 to FC Dallas. McLean Hotspur, of course, from McLean, Virginia. LMSC Rats from Lower Merion, Pennsylvania. You might know it as the hometown for Kobe Bryant. We'll come back after the national anthem. Teams on the pitch in the handshake line. Many of these players from McLean Hotspur have been in this position before. 7, in fact, on this roster. Won an under 15 national championship with McLean Hotspur. So some of these players looking for a second youth national championship here at the 2019 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Tournament. Should be a fun one, a lot on the line here tonight. Had some games this morning where one team was through, the other team eliminated. Not much to play for, players sitting, but that will certainly not be the case with our matchup here at 6:30 Central from Overland Park, Kansas. McLean Hotspur head coach Jameel Walker spent some time in the MLS with San Jose, where he won an MLS Cup. Also played for DC United. And there's the connection to McLean, Virginia. Of course, a DC suburb. On the other side, Brent Jaquette, head coach of LMSC Rats. And they have several players moving on after this tournament to play collegiate soccer. So should be a lot of talent on the field. Should be hotly contested. Should be a lot of fun. Glad you're along with me. Goalkeepers for this matchup, Nathan Pelosi in net for McLean, headed off to James Madison University. And on the other side, Luke Smith, the Bucknell recruit. Just awaiting the first whistle. It will be Rats taking the opening kick there on the left side of your screen in the all-navy kits. And on the other side, McLean in the all-white. We're underway. Patient possession. And the team from Lower Marion, an early sliding attempt for Alexander Gonzalez sends it back. It's Griffin Wada. Ball played ahead. Now shifted out wide. This is Cades. Gonzalez steps in. Here's DeBose. Jared DeBose past the defender. Bose in between, right-footed effort toward the corner. Just missed that far post. Jared DeBose. Actually an 0-1 player playing up a division for the under-19s. An early test for Luke Smith. He let it go by. This one out of the air by Jared Dillon. Collected at the back. Comes over to McLean. Rosen played it back. Tyler Smith. One of those players who's won a national championship with McLean. Gets it out wide to Soyland. Back flick, DuBose. Tried to play the 1-2. It ran on out wide. Soyland. Dangerous opportunity there dealt with by Soyland. It falls to Lower Marion. That's taken away. Here comes Diaz Bonilla playing through. Rosen tried to cut it back. Ethan Bluen was right there to knock it away, but it falls to the feet of the goal scorer, Jared DeBose. Gonzalez, long cross-field pass. Stewart, back to Gonzalez. Soyland. DeBose played inside. Now played through for Rosen. Rosen back across the face of goal. Sliding foot save from Luke Smith. It's out for a McLean throw. Lining up for a long throw. Into the box, DuBose battles for the header with Wada. Pinballs around the top of the box. Over to Gonzalez. And our clock is now correct. You see it just past 18 minutes. Oliver. Back inside for Rosen. Rosen's tripped up. It'll be a free kick. Just about 20 yards out. Dangerous spot right here, center of the goal. Once again, just a reset. All 4 teams in this group on 3 points. Get a result, you go through. That's the reality. A draw makes it very tricky. Comes down to goal differential, head-to-head performance, all those tiebreakers. 3 players standing over this ball placed about 20 yards away, center of the goal. Diaz Bonilla looking most likely to take it right now. He hits it low off the outside of the foot of Jared Dillon, the end man in the wall. And it's away for a corner. Until this match, Diaz Bonilla was the only player who'd scored a goal in the tournament. He scored in the 64th against Ohio Premier. DuBose changed all that about 5 minutes into this match. Here's the corner, delivered in, headed on. And now cleared out. Just hoofed downfield. Ethan Stewart gives chase. Hotspur ready to restart. He'll send a long ball right down the middle of the pitch, and Rosen using the arm hook called for the foul. Harrison Malone, he loses out. Gonzalez now drifting through the midfield. Trying to play one ahead for Rosen, it's cut out. Billy Melnick charging ahead. He's run over from behind by Gonzalez. And Gonzalez is going to get a talking to from head referee Christian Vorovinci. It's a free kick. LMSC Rats. Right out near midfield. Delivered in. Flicked on. Two-on-one comes. Pushed away. Here's Thomas Hoy. He'll try one to the far post. Cut back across. O'Hare was trying to get a foot to it, and in the process, pulled back a McLean defender. It's a foul against LMSC rather. Take a free kick from inside the area. Weather this evening, overcast, much cooler temperatures than we've had the past few days. This ball rolls out into touch. Cloud's probably a welcome sight for a lot of these players who've played under a very bright, hot sun. On this artificial turf surface, temperatures on the field can often be 20 or more degrees higher than the actual air temperature, but a nice cool evening. We have beautiful weather for soccer. Dillon's attempt to surge forward is nullified. It'll be a throw into LMSC. Dillon shouldered off the ball by Gonzalez. Stewart. Soyland plays a long ball ahead. Running over the top. Diaz Bonilla gets on the end of it. Corner of the box, cutting to his right foot. He'll try a curling shot. That's wide of the post. Another look at the attempt from Diaz Bonilla. Diaz Bonilla committed himself to play at Princeton. Headed away by Smith. Rosen couldn't find the handle. Stewart pushes it out wide. Flick to the corner, offside flag is up. Diaz Bonilla not at all pleased with the call. Far side assistant Ryan Homick. Here's Gonzalez. Ball played back, run onto and run past. Here's Alex Cades. Cades to the right foot, trying to cross it. A good defensive stop. Tyler Smith. Collegian, who's already committed. Put his name down for Washington and Lee University. Captain Harrison Malone. Step up to take this corner. 25 minutes gone in the first half. Malone with a false start. We'll try it again. This one delivered. Headed out by Smith. Heavy collision in there. It's chipped back in. O'Hare's pass, and a shot comes from the outside. Good save by Pelosi. Now it's kept in. Cades couldn't get the cross away. And it eventually finds its way to Rosen, who plays through to DeBose. DeBose one-on-one with the keeper. DeBose looking for number 2. Puts it away! And McLean take a 2-0 lead. And a brace from Jared DeBose. Beautiful through ball from Nathan Rosen. Whereas Nathan, as he likes to be called, here's the finish from DeBose. Just as cool as you like. Into the back of the net. Couple of substitutions each way. And it is two-time goal scorer Jared DeBose who will be coming off. Ethan Vertal will come on in his place. Now, perhaps a reassessment needed for LMSC. On the verge of being eliminated from the tournament now with a 2-goal deficit. Melnick gets it away. Played up front and left on. Well read, comes to the feet of Diaz Bonilla. Cuts inside. Diaz Bonilla past 2 players. Has a collision with a third. Ball's turned over. Now Gonzalez, what can he do? Here's Vertal. Rosen twisting away. Plays one to the corner. Gets it back. Rosen cutting in the box, finding some space. It disappears. An awkward left-footed attempt that goes out for a goal kick. Headed away by Micheletti. Now pushed forward. Cades. Smith. And it's just hoofed away by Pelosi. Dangerous back pass there. Pelosi able to deal with it. Now McLean turned over. Jacoby Sandcroft. Micheletti. He turns it over. Diaz Bonilla called for using the arm. Dillon couldn't get to it. Comes back to McLean. Vertal loses out on the challenge. Dillon turning in some space. Played across and cut back, but ultimately taken away by Sebastian Oliver. Out into touch. Lower Merion's throw in. Lower Merion, Pennsylvania, home of a lot of fairly relevant and famous folks. Most notably probably Kobe Bryant, as I mentioned in the open, and Philadelphia Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie also called Lower Merion, Pennsylvania home. Right now, I'm sure that the Rats from Lower Merion would not like to see home just yet. They're going to need at least a couple of goals for that not to become a reality. McLean will send on Eric Eichler. He's on to replace Christopher Schulte. Meanwhile, corner for LMSC. Malone, the delivery. Missed header by Micheletti. Tries to keep it in. And now the breakout. Here comes Hotspur. And the lead pass a little too far out in front for Vertil. Melnick for options out of the back. Gets it to Hoy. Hoy lines one up for Tui. Tyler Smith able to deal with it. Diaz Bonilla has it taken away. Falls to the feet of Tui again. Tui shouldered off the ball. Fairly judged by the center official. There's Rosen. He has it taken away by Malone. Soyland's throw. Knotted inside. Rosen running on. It slid away. Now Malone. LMSC looking to move forward. Outside for Bluin. Bluin cutting back to the inside. And the giveaway ends up at the feet of Vertil. Diaz Bonilla with it. And Gonzalez wasn't making the run. The ball from Diaz Bonilla just rolls harmlessly over the touchline with nobody in the area. Soyland with the big hoof forward. Now here's Eichler. Rosen. And a good save from Luke Smith. Natan Rosen, the Lehigh commit, almost made it 3. If not for the big paw of Luke Smith, but it's out for a corner. Corner kick upcoming, taken short. Rosen will chip it back to the far post. Header on, over the bar. Smith didn't even offer at it. Was well up. Substitution coming for Rats. Scott Marshall will come on. It's Jared Dillon to come off. Diaz Bonilla wins the header. Then on the back end, Melnick runs over Rosen and then trips up the onrushing second player after the play was over. Some protests from McLean. No further action taken against Billy Melnick. Take another look. There's the challenge that was called a foul. Then for good measure, he just sticks a foot in on Diaz Bonilla. (2-0). McLean Hotspur. Is their ticket punched already? Very well could be. Lower Merion may have something yet to say about it. Smith. Gonzalez watches it over for the throw. Diaz Bonilla wins the war. Christian Boro Vinci asks for the throw to be moved back. Kripe will do the honors. Turned back to the inside. There's Micheletti. Has it canceled by Stewart. And then it's chipped ahead. Smith with the header. Micheletti takes Gonzalez down. Free kick. Now Lewis trying to play the swing, had it picked from behind. Tui gets it back to Malone. Out wide for Sandcroft. That back line for McLean has been solid throughout the first 38 minutes and change. Melnick, a Rutgers commit himself, has it stripped. Now here's Vertel. Inside for Rosen. Rosen, left-footed shot. Saved by Smith. The rebound comes out just outside the 6-yard box. A big scramble. And finally cleared away. Another near miss for McLean. All played through. Running on. Cades gets there first and commits the foul. He initiated the contact with Ethan Stewart as he was coming in at a sharp angle. Stewart wins the free kick. There's that collision. Foul called on a player that came across and initiated the contact. Now, Vorovinci having a little discussion with the near side assistant, Seth Barton. And after an appeal, the decision is upheld. Cades can't believe it, but it's a free kick to Hotspur. Right back into the feet of Eichler, who gave it away. Now here's Melnick. Tui. Shifting across. Now Tui in some space. Right-footed effort. Shot it right at Sebastian Oliver, and it's a throw for Lower Merion. Cleared away by Oliver. Sandcroft doesn't get there in time. And it's cleared into touch. Just about 3.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Jacoby Sandcroft looking for space, has the ball stripped. Eichler can't pick it up, but comes back and wins. Lewis plays it out. Off the Lower Merion player. Now a late first half throw deep in their own end. McLean is trying to see out this first half, in which the 2 goals from Jared DeBose are the difference. Now, Cades served in. A foul called. And it will be a free kick for LMSC Rats. Good position for this one. Christian Vorovinci marking off the 10 yards, backs up that wall. Cades and Malone standing over it. The delivery. A shot. Down low. Pelosi able to deal with it. Melnick. Launched downfield. Eichler giving chase. Hoy into the corner. Plays it out. Now a deep throw in. We're approaching 45 minutes. McLean could put some icing on the cake right here. Daniel Soyland. The throw. Gonzalez. Rosen. Rosen loses out. Comes back to Diaz Bonilla. Played back inside. Melnick gets it out wide. Taken away on the other side by Vertel. He plays through for Rosen. Hoy there to play it back to Luke Smith. Smith banks it out. Vertel able to pick it up. Now Eichler. Diaz Bonilla. Gonzalez. Diaz Bonilla. Lewis. And now Sandcroft picks up a loose ball. 3-on-3. Sandcroft charging forward. He's taken down, and it'll be another free kick at the corner of the box. And a yellow card shown. I believe it's 12, Sebastian Oliver, who's shown the yellow. So a late first half opportunity. LMSC love nothing more than to cut this deficit in half right before the halftime break. Malone and Cades once again standing over it. It was Cades with a low shot the last time from a nearly identical position. Malone with the delivery this time. It's headed away. And a push. Called against Micheletti. So no matter what happened, it was always going to be a free kick to McLean Hotspur. Two minutes of stoppage time done. Was the prescribed amount. And there's the halftime whistle. Star of the first half. Pretty easily, Jared Dubose, McLean Hotspur, 2 goals to give the team in white from McLean, Virginia. A big advantage for the other side and a good chance to move on out of this group stage and into the semifinal. We'll come back with the second half after we step aside for a short break.
well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, that was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Back with you here from Field 1 at the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex. My name is John Schreiner. We bring you second half action from the boys under 19 division at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships here from Overland Park, Kansas. One half done. LMSC Rats, McLean Hotspur. McLean, 2 goals from Jared DeBose, and they lead it 2-0. In this group, gets win and move on. All 4 teams came in with 3 points to the final group stage match. And right now, as it stands, McLean would be one of the 2 teams moving on to the semifinals. As we reset, McLean on the left side of your screen in the white with green numerals. On the right side in the dark navy with white numbers. LMSC Rats, the team from Lower Merion, Pennsylvania. Christian Vorovinci checks the watch. We've had the required break and back to action. Gonzalez pushes one ahead. It's flicked inside by Diaz Bonilla. Now Sandcroft able to play it back inside. Here's Cades. Kripe gets it ahead. Played into the corner. Not a blue shirt around. There's Gonzalez. He tried to fire it ahead. Went out into touch. Now Rats will have the possession in their own end. Moving out near midfield. Headed on, kept alive, and kept in. Malone plays it forward. There's Cades. Sandcroft gets to the end line, looking for a cutback. He's able to keep it in. Sandcroft asking for support. He has it stripped, and it's cleared out. Melnick. Now Hoy, LMSC, holding possession here in the early portions of the second half. Cades turning. Played it through for Sandcroft. Left-footed effort to the far post and wide. Jacoby Sandcroft with perhaps the best effort of the match so far for LMSC. Just couldn't get the right curl on it. Now we'll have goal kick from Nathan Pelosi. Foul called against Ethan Kripe. Stewart. Lewis. Now Gonzalez. Ball chipped in, looking for Eichler. Eichler gets ahead to it. Diaz Bonilla can't bring it down in time. We'll reset. Stewart. Stewart past the defender. Lays it off. It's Lewis. Back to Lewis. Cut inside. Tripped up on the edge of the box. And not inside. Jack Stenzel went down. And it's a free kick. 18.5 yards away from the goal mouth. Some words exchanged between Melnick and Eichler. Christopher Vorovinci asks for the two to come over, sign a peace treaty. Ink dried on those signatures, and we're ready for the free kick. Diaz Bonilla and Soyland standing over this one. Definitely inside of shooting distance. For Vinci, marking off the 10 yards. Asks for that wall to back up. 5 players in the wall. Giving protection to Luke Smith. Soyland lining up with the left foot. Diaz Bonilla with the right. Soyland to take it, and he skies it over the net. Diaz Bonilla, looking back to the bench, says, hey, I got next. Luke Smith for LMSC looking to play it out. Eichler down to Diaz Bonilla. His pass chases Lewis all the way back. There's Pelosi. Diaz Bonilla. Inside for Gonzalez. Cuts between defenders. Now, played through. On the outside to the end line. Tried to cut it back. Fertile had nowhere to go. It's over the end line for a goal kick. Chipped up by Tyler Smith. Lewis gets it to Eichler. Diaz Bonilla between 2 defenders. And on to by Stenzel. Back to Eichler. Eichler, Diaz Bonilla. 2-man game along the sideline. Stewart. Crossed. Tyler Smith. Driving into the box, but it's cleared away. Pelosi with the clearance. Lewis nods on. Diaz Bonilla picks it up, plays a long ball, looking for Vertil. Vertil between defenders. But Hoy able to take it. Head down for Jacoby Sandcroft. Sandcroft inside. Cades pushed off the ball by Gonzalez. Jared Dillon couldn't find a teammate. That's cleared, and a glancing header from Bluin goes backward. Lewis rises to meet it. Diaz Bonilla gliding past defenders. Tried to send Vertil. He's upset that Vertil didn't continue the run. Kripe to Malone. Worked back around. Here's Billy Melnick, the Rutgers recruit. Pushed ahead. Sandcroft gets a touch. Now Cades gets it back from Dillon. Out wide for Tui. Tui's cross. into the box. Dillon at the far post. A swing and a miss. The net was gaping. Diaz-Bonilla off the foot. Sandcroft. There's Lewis. Hoy. Played out for Kripe. Tui. Back to Kripe. Cades. Dillon. Got Sandcroft streaking down the left side. Sandcroft tries to bring it back. Loses possession. Ethan Stewart, one of those players who played on the national championship team at the under 15 level with this very Hotspur club. Oliver out to Lewis. Turned over. Side for Micheletti. Malone finds Cades. Cades comes off a defender on the deflection. Cades puts it in! An answer from LMSC Rats, and it's 2-1. Game on. It's Sean Tui who put the rebound away. And now we've got a game again. Diaz-Bonilla tripped up. There'll be a free kick at the edge of the box.
First try to do that, and then
now
like
some
the
heated
players
words
just like
being
one-word
exchanged.
answers. Yeah. If you give
Melnick's already been warned once.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotten a talking to
yeah,
from
I mean, it should be a
Borovich
good match.
before.
7 a.m.
Here comes
under
another.
19, under 19 boys to start.
Mm.
Due to gender equality, they want to give the girls the spotlight game. So, that's just how life works sometimes.
And the key to this
Diaz
matchup is a
Bonilla will place it
midfielder
down
scheduled
corner
to
of
go
the
to Arizona
box.
State on scholarship. Let me tell you, he'll have a good time there.
He also is on a skateboard.
Substitute ready to come on for Hotspur. It's the man with 2 goals, Jared DeBose. Comes on for Ethan Vertle. DeBose back in there for this free kick. Delivered in. Diaz-Bonilla, the header on. Cade's there to play it out. Diaz-Bonilla ready to throw it in. Now gets it back. Inside for Stewart, and it's cleared out. There's Jared Dillon. Big-bodied forward for LMSC. Stenzel takes it away. Gonzalez looking for DeBose. Already shown his level of danger in a left-footed strike from outside of the area. sails wide. Smith boots it away. It's hoofed back the other way. Diaz Bonilla in a foot race with Bluin. Free kick. Diaz Bonilla all over the back of Bluin. Foul given. Melnick. Now Stewart cuts past one defender, but he's clipped on the way by. In the middle for Gonzalez. Played through, running on. Luke Smith gets there just ahead of the speedy Jared DuBose. Malone. Played back to Smith. Booted upfield. Headed forward. Diaz Bonilla. Just dominated the ball here in the second half. And DuBose goes down. Free kick to Hotspur. They lead at 2-1. Past the hour mark now. Gonzalez lifted high in the air. Coming out for a goal kick. Substitution for Hotspur. Natan Rosen. Comes in to replace Eric Eichler. Tui. Kripe. Now DuBose coming back the other way for Hotspur. His pass taken away by Hoy. LMSC in possession. Bluin for Sandcroft. Sandcroft muscled off the ball by Lewis. Play on, says Christian Vorovinci. Cades. Cades looking for a pass. Has it just touched away. Then it's over the touch line for a throw. Ethan Bluin will take it. Short throw in for Dillon, and a foul. Vorovinci explains his decision. We'll never know whether Jared Dillon actually accepts the explanation or not. Malone gets there first, plays it ahead. Sandcroft looking for Dillon. Dillon shields off a defender. Now gets to the end line. Dillon. His cross is blocked by Lewis, out for a throw. It is a throw, not a corner. Bluen looking for the long throw in. LMSC trying to threaten the goal one more time. Flicked on to the far post. Headed away by Soyland. Now Dubose can break out. Good sliding challenge from Micheletti. And then some heavy contact along the side. Micheletti's growing frustration apparent. Substitution coming on for Hotspur. Schulte will come in. Jack Stenzel off. Christopher Schulte, committed to Mary Washington University. Rosen, surrounded by three blue shirts, somehow comes out with the ball. Diaz Bonilla couldn't deal with the sliding challenge from Melnick, and here comes Lower Merion. Now McLean. Schulte out wide. Back inside for Stewart. Now Lewis. Lewis with a deft touch around. Schulte left it for Diaz Bonilla, who won it back through Melnick, but Billy Melnick with a good recovery. Dubose played it through. Rosen looking for the cutback. It's blasted away in the direction of Gonzalez. He'll fire a shot. Well over the bar. Luke Smith quickly resets and plays it out to Sandcroft. No time to waste for LMSC. 66 minutes gone. Sandcroft barreled over. And now a yellow card issued to Ethan Stewart. There you see the shot from Gonzalez. And as we were showing you that replay, Christian Vorovinci showed a yellow card to Ethan Stewart. Mark that down, number 3 in white. Melnick launched ahead. Comes out of the mixer. Pushed ahead by Pelosi. Melnick wins the header. Stewart. Sliding clearance. And Bluen will throw in. Dillon plays it back. Melnick. Middle for Malone. Long ball played through. He's looking for Tui. Soyland plays it ahead. Rosen with a great touch. Melnick was there waiting. Here's Stewart. Diaz Bonilla looks for the long ball to the wing. Schulte was out there. Pass came up short, and now it's back to Sandcroft. Slid out by Diaz Bonilla. Ball taking some time to get back. Here's the good sliding challenge that takes the ball out. Lewin's throw to Sandcroft. Lewis stepped in. Picked off by DuBose. DuBose running at the defense. Gives a shimmy, goes down in a heap. And he is adjudged to have committed the foul. After he went to ground, perhaps rolling in to Melnick, preventing him from continuing on his path. It's a free kick that Luke Smith will line up. 20 minutes left in regulation. 2-1. McLean Hotspur leading LMSC Rats. DuBose got in there. Now Rosen looking for the left foot. He's offside. Jamil Walker unhappy with that decision. Natan Rosen called offside. Gonzalez wins it off the free kick. Diaz Bonilla. One back outside. And Tui earns the free kick. Timothy O'Hare ready to come back in. Micheletti coming off. Free kick. Lined up by Malone. Long delivery into the box. Spilled by Pelosi. Cleared out by Lewis. But a dangerous situation created. And the failed catch from the McLean goalkeeper. Bluen. Ready for the long throw. Dillon heads on. Back heel flick attempted by Cades, and it's a corner. Harrison Malone will send this corner in. Sign his commitment to Washington College of Maryland. Captain for LMSC. Here's his delivery. Headed on. Heavy contact. And Jared Dillon not happy about the call. A lot of frustrated emotions out there. And Dillon draws the yellow card for something he may have said to Christian Vorovinci. Dillon involved in that collision and then pretty demonstrative in his reaction toward the center official. Get away with it for so long, but eventually the warning comes in the form of a yellow card. Lewin. Throw in. After some discussion, calls reversed. Melnick to take the free kick. Smith. Played out. Diaz Bonilla finding space. Outside for Dubose, who's cutting inside. Dubose looking for Rosen. And then a big collision at the back. Dubose was involved. Melnick hit the turf, and a yellow card for Jared Dubose. So cards coming fast and furious here as we're down under 15 minutes to go. A lot on the line in this match, so you can understand the high emotions. Winner moves on. Loser eliminated. Melnick with the big clearance from the free kick. Tyler Smith wins the header. Dubose heads on. Melnick comes through to clean it out. Rosen. Flick to himself, turns back inside. This pass picked off by Malone, well read. Malone skips past the defender. Dillon shielding the ball from two defenders, now three. Can't beat Diaz Bonilla to the spot. And a sliding challenge from Melnick. He charges forward. And then several reckless challenges in a row earns Melnick the yellow card. Melnick will have to mind his manners now for the rest of the match. Melnick winning it with a sliding challenge. Getting an arm extended. There's a little shove and a kick out, and then jumping into Rosen. A well-earned yellow card for Melnick. Substitution for McLean. Iffy Jacob coming on. We saw Ethan Stewart go down at midfield. Needed to be substituted. In the end, it's a free kick to McLean. Time continues to roll now, under 12.5 minutes to go. Tyler Smith surveying. Flicked on. Dubose couldn't quite get there around Hoy. Cades. Skipped all the way across. There's Kripe. Tui pushed ahead for Dillon, left it for Cades. And it's cleared away by Oliver. But out wide. Here's Bluin. Lewis denies. Bluin. Jacob clears. And then the pass from Schulte went astray, and it's back with LMSC. LMSC playing very direct, trying to find that equalizer. Is it out there somewhere? Headed up, just over the bar. An opportunity out of seemingly nothing. And a strange sequence of events that led to that ball almost ending up in the back of the McLean net. Scoreline remains 2-1. Take another look. Jacob just flicked it behind and almost gave it right to the LMSC player standing on the front doorstep. There's Pelosi giving his defenders a little bit of the riot act. It's been an entertaining, hotly contested, highly emotional contest, this one. It's had a little of everything. Hope you've enjoyed it. 80 minutes gone, just as the free kick delivered in. Lewis heads back. Schulte heads out. Bluen keeps it alive. Far post. Played back across and scored! LMSC with the goal! Sean Tui with his second, and we're tied at 2. What a turn of events we've had here late in the second half. Sean Tui with a pair of goals to match Jared Dubose, who put 2 away in the first half. Don't tune out yet, nobody going home. And as we say on the playgrounds, next goal wins. Here's Rosen, charging ahead, finds Diaz Bonilla. Tried to fit it through to DeBose, but Hoy there to break it up. Now Malone with some space. Played out wide, Sandcroft running on. Oliver will get there first. He finds Lewis. And now the stakes raised even higher in this match. 8.5 to go. Do not blink. Played through, Rosen won't get there ahead of Smith. Luke Smith lining up for a long punt forward. Off the heel of Sandcroft. Dillon flying down the line to try and keep it in, can't get there. Both benches shouting instructions. Blood pressure absolutely through the roof here at Field 1. Melnick with the overhead kick keeps it alive. Lewis heads inside. Melnick. Flicked on. Cades. Cut back. Taken away by Jacob. And a foul as Schulte was taken out by Bluen. A free kick. Seven minutes left. O'Hare clears it out. Over to Tui, a second half hero for LMSC. Malone. O'Hare. Melnick. Dillon played out wide for Sandcroft. Can he keep it in? No. Well, the other match in this group is definitely going to have a result. If there is a winner between FC Dallas and Ohio Premier, they will be assured safe passage. If either of these teams can find a winner late, they will go through as well. So far, 2 goals for each on either side of halftime. We'll have both sweating goal differential. Dillon flicked inside. O'Hare, lift. Cade's got to it. It's punched away. Now Diaz Bonilla with a chance to send the Hotspur offense on attack. He gets it back from Gonzalez. And shoved off the ball by Malone, down in a heap, and a free kick to Hotspur. 5 minutes remaining. There's that last sequence that led to Cade's almost getting it past Pelosi. Meanwhile, the free kick delivered into the box. Headed up, flicked on. Sandcroft able to get to a foot to it. Matan Rosen, huge collision with O'Hare. And a free kick awarded. Dangerous position right here. Rosen looking to line it up quickly. He does. Played over. Shot just wide of the target. Daniel Soyland. Take a look at this. There's the foul. Good hip check right there from O'Hare. And then the shot from Soyland just skims wide of the post. Under 4 to go. Here's Schulte. Gonzalez to the wing for Diaz Bonilla. Finds space on the turn. Through to Schulte. Schulte back to the left foot. Rosen. Rosen trying to turn, goes down. Nothing called. DeBose, 2 goals to his name. Can he make it 3? No. Saved by Luke Smith. Header won by Gonzalez. Diaz Bonilla gets it to the foot. Substitution upcoming for LMSC. Scott Marshall will come on. Timothy O'Hare coming to the bench. After that big collision he was involved in with Rosen. Clock winding down, near 88 minutes. Throw in to come from McLean Hotspur. Foul called on DuBose. Free kick coming out. Hoy launched ahead. It's headed out. Goes the way of LMSC. The Rats. They've been pesky here in the second half. That is for sure. Namely the one wearing number 22. Sean Toohey with 2 second half goals. 2 minutes of stoppage time is what we will have. Minute left in regulation or so, and 2 minutes beyond that. A winner needed to secure a place in the semifinals. The boys under 19 national championship knockout round. Played through to Cades. Cades with a head of steam, charging at the defense. Cades with the shot, it's blocked by Oliver. Back out to Marshall, left-footed skimmer. Goes right back to Pelosi. DeBose wins the header. Gets it back. Smith. Hotspur pushing forward, looking for that winner. Taken out wide for Ken Richards. Diaz Bonilla. Lifts one in, looking for Tyler Smith. Smith gets the head to it. It's knocked away. Bluen battling with Jacob. Jacob wins it, and it's cleared out. Melnick. We're past 90. Under 2 minutes remaining. Here's Oliver. Coming to take the long throw. One more chance for Hotspur to find a way to make it 3. Thrown into the box, headed up. Smith there with the sure hands. And Pelosi was up for that long throw. I don't think Smith saw it. Now Smith boots it. Hotspur trying to find a winner. Played through for Diaz Bonilla. Cutting to the outside. Here's Richard. Won by Sandcroft. Bluen launched ahead. Jared Dillon outraced by Oliver, who goes down with a cramp. Oliver can't continue, he's cramping up. Time stopped. Just 30 seconds remaining in stoppage time. Center official Christian Boravinci explaining that he will add time for this injury. Everybody taking this moment for a water break, and now a substitution getting ready perhaps for Oliver. Gamiab Piruz, another one of those players who was on that under 15 national championship. And it is Oliver coming to the bench. Piruz to take up residence at the center back position. We're beyond 92, but a little bit of time has been added due to the injury. Long throw in. Ball never came in. So Bluen will try again. Dillon heads inside. Piruz cleared out. Marshall can't get it away. Now Tyler Smith, a long touch lets him down. It's popped ahead by Piruz. DeBose, the hero of the first half. Can he be the hero of the second? Shot blocked by Melnick. Now a long clearance out of the back for Kripe, and there is the full-time whistle. What a comeback. A flying start to the first half for McLean Hotspur. But 2 goals in the second. Put away by Sean Toohey. Leveled proceedings at 2-2, and that's how we finish.
Get moving right, spin turns.
appears as though Hotspur will be eliminated on goal differential, and we have to await to see what the results of the match between Ohio Premier and FC Dallas turn out to be, to know whether or not the LMSC Rats will be going through. But we had a heck of a match here. Got one more to go tonight, and it's on to the semifinals. Thanks for sticking around through this one. 2-2 your final. McLean and LMSC. Name's John Schreiner. I want to remind you that this production of Turbo Sports is brought to you by the following sponsors.